And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Dragon Quest XI Echoes of the Elusive Age. I'm your host, the RPG Guy, and we got another trial to go. So let's get it on. A realm between worlds. As we are going to head to another kind of world map here, to which we have to figure it all out. For lack of a better term, we are back in the Fierce Forest versus the First Forest. I should have pointed out that the names of the places were different. Now, there's going to be portals around here. We want to ignore a lot of them out of the gate. And the reason being is we actually need to gather, again, item collecting and all that other stuff. So we want to make sure that we do all of that. And in order for us to do all of that, we actually got to wander around. So again, like I said, due to our lower level kind of playthrough where I've not really been doing as much grinding as I would normally kind of do, we actually do need to participate in some of the battles around here and get that coveted XP. But we're going to gauge how much XP we're getting from the local flora and fauna to decide whether or not it's worth it. So that's going to be a thing. And of course, any chance we get to mini-metal the crap out of something, electrolyte, we're going to do it. Especially with the boss enemy types around here, we might actually get a better turnout. We'll see, though. 4,000, so think of it like this. 2 of these was as good as the boss by... You see the enemies are still running away. So we got 8,000 from that one boss. Again, smaller enemies I'm probably going to ignore. You see there's some portals over there that I'm not going to bother with. The Bodkin Bower is kind of pointless. But still, the enemies aren't perfect as far as... Oh dear God. Okay. Wow. Glitches ahoy. Let's go ahead and head down here. We should... Yep. And we get a nightstick. And I believe... Get up there. A spectral light, which is good since we used the few of those that we had. Not a big deal though, because we can, buy them. Again, I'm not worried about these guys. They're probably not going to... Well, we'll fight a battle, but I don't think they're going to give us that much. You don't know unless you pick a fight. I mean, they hit pretty hard, but I think a lot of that's due to our lack of levels. So, though many of you would say we're pretty high level, but look at that, we wiped him out. So we're definitely the flying horse enemy dude. It's going to be the big cheese around here for XP. But 31 is still not bad. Serena levels. With not much to spend it on at this point. We need to probably work our way around there, because holier hymns increases the effectiveness of hymns, but the hymns are not really that important to us, nor is her dual wielding. So I would say let's try to get around the side here and see what the other hymn is. I believe it's just another little bonusy thing, but again, we can always respec it if we don't like it. So, which I will totally do. I'm all about that respec. Now, I thought there was a goodie... around here. No, I guess not. I thought there was. Oh well, let's keep moving. Nice! And this is kind of a big detour from where we would normally go, and you'll see why in a moment. As you know, we can't cross here like we did originally. See, we can't make it through here. So you actually came all this way for this singular item, which is the Serenicus Circlet. Which... hot damn. Let's do it. Because obviously we're going to be getting more gear. Possibly in that vein, aren't we? So now we got to work our way all the way back, literally the way we came. So all the way around. Like I said, these enemies, still though they give us 3 grand, it's like, you know, we can level off. Like Serena just leveled. Let's do a comparison here. She's got 137,000 to next level, and at 3,000 a fight, it's nothing. 10 fights is only 30k. So that is leveling up here is a waste of time still. I wanted to double check enemies because I know we're going to get to some that are going to give us some benefits, but we're not quite there yet. Alright, so we come over here, and we've got these 2 teleporter looking things. Take the one furthest down, I think, first. And it should put us kind of where the old campsite... Yeah. Perfect. Now, we don't necessarily fully want to be here in its entirety. Actually, you know what? We gotta... You know what? I lied. Let's go to the other one. Let's do the other one first. Because I think the stuff that's over here, though very good, is very specific. We can't how to get to it. Let me see here. Again, enemies we don't really care about. Nice. Free Uber Agate of Evolution. You will never see me turn that down. Because like I said, the other ultimate weapons of the game that we haven't even unlocked yet, because there are more, we have to... come on, buddy. We have to get a lot of those to do it, so... So when we get to that point, I would just personally grind separately from doing it while doing this. Alright. Slash. Nice. Again, we can kill most things in 2 rounds.
We did it, darlings!
Or 4k, not worth it. Which means the bear dudes aren't going to be worth it really either. I want to say... Yeah. I'm not losing my mind. We gotta come up and around. Don't worry about these guys. They're pretty pointless for the XP that we get. Let's go over here to cut this guy down. Nice. And then what we actually came up this way for... which is this. What a wonderful world tree. Yggdrasil crowns and Yggdrasil dress coats. So, possible better armor for Rab, I believe. We'll worry about that later. We can't cross that barrier, so don't worry about that. Just make our way this way. Back to the teleporter. Ignoring most of these dudes, because they're not really going to help us all that much. And you can see there's a chest still over there. Which means... yeah, okay. So what I was worried about not doing this correctly, I did do it. It's weird. It's like the portals take you a certain way. Now, this is another option. You can come through this way to do some other stuff later, and it just depends on how you feel about certain activities. And I'll get into the bigger details of that once we get there. We still have another trial after this one to kind of woodchuck our way through. So I wouldn't get too hell-bent on any particular strategy right away, because some of you know what's still to come. Those of you who don't worry about it, you will. Rather than go into a giant discussion / dissertation on it that does you guys really no good, let's just, move along here. So, let's head this way. Again, ignoring most of the enemies because they're not going to give us much. Useless bastards. Though I will say they are easy kills. Just, they're not worth it. Another nightstick, which is good. This should be where we thought we could cross. Wait, whoop, wrong way. Normally, when we're over in this area. Phantom of the Opera. Phantom Mask, Dark Robes, pairs of murky mittens. Ooh. And that's really it. We're ready to kind of move on to the next area here, which is actually the final part of this zone. Which there's actually a shortcut, I believe, at the beginning, right behind the pillar, or the raised platform where you can go to the Rainbow Road through Yggdrasil. That would take you literally right over here. The only thing is you miss out on all those goodies, so hence why we didn't go that way. Bring it. And so here we go, a noble dragon. Same, rinse and repeat techniques here. Oops. Well, fuck it. He wasn't gonna do that much damage anyway. Sure. Why not? Because he just doesn't do the damage necessary to be that relevant. And he's toast.
We win again.
Yeah, negligible XP. And let's move on. Head over here for free heal. Don't worry about any of that. Okay, so here we are at the Quarters Keep, which, as you can see, I'm gonna throw him in here. We have to actually deal with this dude because he's blocking our way. Not really much of a way around it either. But again, same strats, no need to change the good work that we do here. Other than that, you can see he's very defensively driven, so anything we can do to lower his ability to hit us, number one, and to make it so we can do more damage. The other thing is this, too. She's pepped, let's pull her out for Hendrik. Why? Because Hendrik can lower his defense if we need to, but she can... I don't know, she only buffs. We'll just use... Eh. me see here. I want to say... Ouch. There we go. A little bit of a trickier fight for sure. Pull him out. Or, you know what? Let's put Veronica in there. She'll do more damage. Nice. That's closer to the damage we like to see.
Our triumph was never in doubt.
Let's move here. As we got some stuff here to figure out. We need to kind of watch where the hell we're going, too, to be fair. Because you can fall and have a bad day. And again, 4K is not that much for XP. There are much more effective ways to gain XP in this game than do that. Deal with them, so make it a point to ignore it for the time being. Leave. Okay. And then we got lots of little baddies here. Oh boy. I believe we can only go one way. Ooh. And it's... let's try it. Okay, can't really do much about that. Head over here. They run from us because, yeah, not worth it. Now we get Dresden's shield. Again, no reason to sit here and not put it on Hendrik. Because what does this give? Nothing extra. This gives something more. Looks better, too. Oh boy, and then we got one of these rooms. Okay, let me see here. The question is, do we give a crap about the tokens or not? I don't really care about the damn tokens. We don't need tokens. So let's, let's not waste time with this. Because who gives a crap about the tokens, right? If there's no point, there's no point. And to be fair, I don't think they actually count as treasure. So, just don't feel like fighting a whole bunch of things for random tokens. And I don't think they're random, but I mean like just this random small amount of fucking tokens. Let's go this way. because of this. There's one other goodie, and then I believe we'll want to backtrack through here. Crown of Eternity, Gowns of Eternity. Getting some good stuff. Open the door. There's a regular Auget of Evolution. Now, we got a couple of different routes that we can take. And I want to say, for what it's worth, I'm trying to think of the... You know what? We'll grab this first. It's right here, I believe. We saw this coming in, I think. No, maybe not. Oh. No. That's fine. I'm thinking of a different place then. What else could... I don't... Let's go this way and check this way. Because now we're getting into the more labyrinthian element here of this dungeon. And to be fair, before we leave this place, we want to make sure that we pick some more fights to make some more slimes appear. Because we're close to another slime fight. And it would be a shame to not reap the benefit of that. Get up there. Why not do it off of these guys?
Think you're tough, do you?
Sure, why not? Yeah, see, they're just so weak. That's what we want. Oh, I don't know why I was waiting for him. We could automatically do it. I keep forgetting about that. Alright, let's put in the right stuff for dealing with this.
I got your back.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Okay, that's stupid. Huh. I have never seen that before. Okay, well, the only other room that we could possibly do this would be the main room. I don't want to try it in here. It's not a big room. Fucking jack-offs. If this doesn't work, I don't know what to say, guys. We'll see what we can do here. For some reason it works here. That's really weird. And we didn't get what we wanted anyway, so let's just uber kill them and be done with it.
You're wide open. You ready for this?
Okay, let's go back to our usual here. Just in case we run into somebody on accident. Or somebody gets in our way. That really sucks. We have to come all the way back this way, as I still am screwing up further. You're a big screw up, bro. Round. All that trouble for a big middle finger. Thanks, game. And this. Brings us right here. Yay! Alright, so let's go ahead and heal, and then prep our party that we're going to use for the next boss fight, which is a bit different from most other boss fights that we've fought. And you'll see what I mean in a moment, because of you'll know right away from the party layout kind of what the hell's going on. Because if I'm not mistaken, we want... Oops. For reasons, and let's do that for now, because I need to, or rather, we need to prep. We'll pull Sylvando out once our preppage is done. Alright, let's go ahead and go forth. I need to equip some items, though, before I forget. We're getting to that point where I'm about to forget. Unfortunately, we need to unequip his cool look, which is fine, because it'll be changing anyway soon. Everybody got the goodies? Yes. Well, healed up. Let's go ahead and deal with this. Hail Luminary, my most hearty congratulations on making it this far. The trial of the sage is not easily overcome. Past it says I will grant you one wish. Well, what sayest thou? Wilt thou see the trial through to the bitter end? Then we will begin as before. I shall summon forth a mighty challenge that you must overcome. In 30 actions or fewer, I will grant thee a single wish. Okay, fair enough. Let's do this. So, the thing with this dude, other than that he's a big dick, really comes down to how we want to approach this fight. Because with the Catholicon rings, we should have a little bit of an easier time. Let me think here. So let's just do... just for now. Beef up Eric. And the big thing here is we're going to be doing forbearance with Hendrik, because he's going to be taking on all the damage as necessary. Because he's a tough guy, he can handle himself. Nice. Right, let's get a healer in. And then we'll have to have our main dude do the healing this round with a full heal for Hendrik. Hendrik's a tough guy, he can handle it.
Behind me.
Which is why this makes him just such a good option for this fight. The only negative being that he could go down, and if he goes down, you gotta re-change how you want to do, restructure how you want to do stuff. which hopefully showing you forbearance can lead to a lot of really good strategies later in the game. He should be okay. Or not, which means now I gotta revive him. Whoops! Oh well. We'll get him up.
Wide open.
So the party might have to take some damage in a moment here, but that's okay. Uh-oh. That's bad. Oh, nice. Divide. Throw up the buff. Strangely enough, we're not getting a turn here. With our main, or the guy who's supposed to be taking most of this damage.
You ready for this?
Probably my fault. But now that should have rectified itself.
Behind me!
So she could take some AoE damage. And that could knock her deck down again, which will be a problem. Which it didn't, so we'll have her Omni heal for sure.
We'll soon have that patched up.
Problem solved. And we'll take on that damage. And yeah, Eric's out of MP, I know. We'll deal with that if we need to. And if we need to really deal with it, we'll have Jacktard use an item or something. I just don't have it. So we need to do something or this is a wasted attack. Well, we got the poison. And he needs healing. I didn't plan this out very well, did I? Screw it. I know Hendrick's taking some damage, but I don't think we need to worry about that little bit. This battle's almost over. Speaking of which, there it goes. Oh god! He's presenting!
Victory is ours.
9k? Alright. Jade levels. Oh, may as well. She's got a lot of points. And I guess at this point, we need to see what that skill is. So let's just work our way over there, shall we? Can always remove claw skills. Okay, be a level or two before we learn what that actually is. 29 actions. We just made it. Wow. Woo. I wish to enter a top-level horse race, please. Because then we can get more rewards that way. Okay, grant me thy wish, my friend, and... We receive a seed of strength for our trouble. Alright. Look at that, guys. We're doing pretty good. We've got other gear to make that we could make. We should maybe even look at some of it, but I'm not committed to it right away. There are other things worth doing at this juncture that I would think are more important. Let's go ahead and zoom to Gallipolis City and take a look at those new races, because there's some neat little things we can do there. So, horse races are below. I can never go through there. I don't know why I think it would be any different. Let's come over here. Take a look here. Been a while since we've done this, so I gotta try to rethink about how I want to do this. As per usual, right? Okay, so this. Maybe should have done another race just to practice, but oh well. We can say we can, quote-unquote, learn the track. Now you'll see that the track is in shadow. So, we'll take a couple of attempts at this as best as we can here. Oh god, it's been a while since we've done this. Oh no. Not doing so hot. Because I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm thinking I'm playing on a PlayStation. We got this now. I think I could do it next round. It's the drifting I was struggling with. And there we go. Nice. The Stuff of Legend. Nice. Heavenly Helms and Legendary Armor. And we get a mini medal. Alright, so there we go. Kind of what was worth it with regards to that. Now, we've got all kinds of stuff we can make, but I might say we'll look at it really briefly, but I don't think we should make any of it yet. And I say that very reluctantly, I say that, too, because I'd rather, you know, make some of this stuff... Sorry. I'd rather make some of this stuff and start using it, because it's pretty good stuff. Get up there. And there we go. And because of that, it means a lot going forward with how we do this. So, like, we could look at weapons. Again, I don't think there's anything that interesting in any of this. yet. So, oh well, weapons and really, we should be looking at armor. So we get the Metal King shield still here. Again, the only character who would warrant it would be Serena, and I don't even know if she really needs it that badly, that we need to burn through resources to make it. But now we've got, like, the Crown of Eternity. Okay, we've got some of the Uber gear starting to rear its head here. We need a Crimsonite if we want to make the Tiara Tremendia, which is better, a bit better, a little bit better than what Salvando has now. And it does have a lot of reductions to it, so we could go and grab a Crimsonite from one of the Dragon Lords over in Dundrasil. So, by getting the Serpent Soul and taking it to Frisbel, or Crystalinda, rather. But this will definitely be something we probably will want to make. Critical spell chance increased by 1, and Pistolen himself reduced by 50%. So, yeah, and it's pretty strong. And again, it uses Kaleidocloth. Again, we got to be careful with that, though. Let's not commit to it yet till we've looked at everything there is to look at. Here's the Heavenly Helm, something we don't really need to make, and it uses a lot of expensive stuff, so let's not say we did. Now, here's the thing, is Rab is hurting pretty bad when it comes to getting him gear, so I would think he's definitely a candidate to get the Yggdrasil crown, and his gear kind of sorted out right away, because we've been putting off making him improved. We've been putting off improving him for quite a while now. And now that we have the means to do it, it's like, we should do it. And then we have the Glad Rags, which is not better armor-wise than what he's got, but it's going to take all of our Kaleidocloth. Again, meaning that we're going to need more Kaleidocloth to make some of the other gear. Okay, which I'm okay with in Crimsonite. So there's a whole bunch of crap we actually got to do if we want this gear. Now, the Gown of Eternity needs some Pale Pearls. We can buy that. Chrono Crystals we're good on. Cumulonimbo we've got enough, and we need 2 Kaleidocloths. So here's the deal. I'm going to make the stuff for Rab right now, because we have all of it. Without question, we have all of it. We even have... let me see here. Yeah, well, let's do this stuff. Because I said so. And what I'll do is, between episodes here, I'm going to go and collect the Crimsonite and the Kaleidocloth stuff, all that stuff that we need from pretty much getting it from the Dragon Dudes, because we need a pretty good amount of it, or rather, we're going to need a pretty good amount of it. I'm just going to go ahead and do that off, between episodes here, just because it makes sense to do it between episodes. So, yeah. Again, we'll worry about the rest of the smaller details a little later. I'm worried that this is too much. Nice. Sweet. We'll make that. And actually, before we end this episode, I'll even show you the place I'm talking about, in case people are like, you keep mentioning this place in Dundrasil, these enemies you could steal the Serpent Souls from, but you've not shown it to us, so unsubscribe. Yeah, no, I'll show you. You're gonna be big babies like that, because some of us... Not gonna say it, but I'm guarantee you somebody's gonna be whining that I didn't do it. We need gold bar as well, so we'll buy some of that. Or acquire some of that, whatever. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Under helmets. Yggdrasil crown. And we actually have enough materials to make 1 piece of gear, so we probably should look into that. When in doubt, just freaking spam multi-bash until you get somewhere. All focus cost half. Let's go with this big guy. And then multi-bash. Ooh. Master Stroke. Oh, yeah. What can I say? What can I say? I might want to look at slightly stronger weapons, though, just to ensure that we beat the enemies, the next set of bosses coming up, too. So I might, you know, retract my statement of I won't make any gear for those characters at this exact moment. So I need 2 Kaleidocloth for that. I need 2 Kaleidocloth here if I want to make this. Which, while we have Nerspicious on us, I might consider. I'm not going to make it right now. I'm not committed to it yet. Lucidia Shards we can buy. Spectralite we can buy. Crimsonite we can most easily get. I want to check up on that gold bar, but let's make this first. Worry about that as we get closer to finishing this. Not quite. That's fine. We got a +3, so it still worked out. Gold bar and Crimsonite, okay. Which... yeah, we're good with most of that. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to go get those other goodies from Yunoho, and while we're doing that, and I'll look at weapons and gear and see if there's any weaponry we can put on, like Hendrik, Eric. For the most part, I'm not going to worry about Savanda right now. Maybe Veronica, maybe Rab, but Jade is pretty good as is. So we're going to look and see if there's any benefit things that we can do to kind of get those characters, you know, a little more decked out. But we did get them some pretty good gear. It'll be we're rather close to being ready for the next trial. I just want to grab the and see if we can do anything better with the if we can improve their gear, because right now it's just kind of and they really could use a big gear boost for sure. But for defense, we're using old gear, so for some of these characters, so this should really help out our characters here. And they'll be some of them will be in new outfits, which will be fun. So, at least as far as I'm concerned, because why not? Whereas, we get, look at this. This is just great. So this is a pretty good piece of gear. We'll also get the other one done. But I'm going to have to steal roughly 4... No. I'm going to have to steal probably 8 to 10 Serpent Souls to get the Crimsonite and the Kaleidocloth that we need. I think we have everything else, though. So I'm not going to stress out too much. It'll roughly take about 30 minutes, maybe, or less. So it shouldn't take too long for me to knock that all out. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Studios for more live gaming action. And when we come back, we've got a 3rd trial to go, which is the hardest of the 3 trials level-wise. It's a little more complicated. And we start getting into more complex battles with the big bads at the end of those trials. So things are going to get kind of weird going forward. So hopefully we don't have too much trouble with the next one. So thanks for stopping by, guys, and we'll see you guys next time.